Do the pros for nuclear energy truly outweigh its cons? According to the Natural Resources Defense Council, the process of developing nuclear power contains a chain reaction that produces radiation, heat, and radioactive waste products. In addition to this same source, it states that in the US, over the next few years, several units of nuclear power plants are planned to be shut down, mainly due to safety concerns. Although nuclear energy may have its benefits, such as curbing greenhouse gas emissions and combating climate change, new nuclear power plant designs have not proven to be safe, reliable, or economically feasible. Therefore, nuclear energy has yet demonstrated to be the dependable solution to the climate crisis that the world keeps suffering from. Furthermore, to add to this idea of being unreliable in solving climate change, the waste that is caused by nuclear reactors stays radioactive for many years. I'm talking about tens to hundreds to thousands of years. And as of right now, there are no long-term solutions for such waste, and most are stored in temporary above-ground facilities, which is running out of space to store. Nuclear energy also poses the risk of the availability for nuclear fuel and technologies that is needed to make more nuclear weapons. Equally important, nuclear power plants are a potential target for terrorist operations. Their attacks could cause destructive explosions that puts many lives at risk, and it adds more to the pollution crisis. Moreover, human error and natural disasters can also lead to detrimental outcomes. For example, in 1985, the Ukraine faced a nuclear accident, and it is known as the Chernobyl disaster, which led to the deaths of 30 people and negative health effects of thousands of people. In 2011, a massive tsunami hit safety mechanisms of many power plants that resulted to 3 nuclear meltdowns at a power plant in Fukushima, Japan. This released many radioactive materials throughout the surrounding area. And now, according to Harvard University, radioactive material notes to the fact that it is actively emitting radiation. Radiation that causes molecules in our body to react in forms that can be very damaging, and it is what causes cancer. Additionally, studies have shown an increased risk of cancer for those who live near a nuclear power plant. Workers in the nuclear industry are also exposed to a lot of radiation, which causes them a higher risk of getting cancer. Now, this is very concerning. Depending on nuclear energy would also mean that countries that don't have the financial luxury to invest and develop nuclear power will have to heavily rely on technologically advanced nations. Depending on nuclear energy also poses a threat to the economy. Nuclear costs are on the rise, and many plants are being closed down or are being in the risk of being shut down due to reasons that reside with their high costs. Now, according to Dr. Peter Bradford of Vermont Law, who is a former member of the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commissions, he wrote, "A world more reliant on nuclear power would involve many plants in countries that have little experience with nuclear energy, no regulatory background in the field, and some questionable records on quality control, safety, and corruption." With all this said, nuclear energy should not be an energy source for us to depend on. And it could also be said that the cons of nuclear energy does actually outweigh its pros. So the pros for nuclear energy does not truly outweigh its cons. Thank you.